Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Kibby. I hope everyone is doing okay. I'm thinking about each and every one of you and hope that you're staying healthy and doing all that you can to stay safe. I hope you guys enjoyed my first read aloud that I did with you guys last Friday. Miss Centrano posted it in her class story last Friday, so if you missed that, me and Miss B did some reading, so you can go look at that. I read the story I Can Read with My Eyes Shut by Dr. Seuss, so I hope that you liked that story. So I've decided that I will try and make these videos for you guys every Friday, since that's the day you would typically have library class. So if you're looking for a story, you should see it on Fridays. They're just meant to be really fun and just to let you listen to a good story if you don't have a lot of good books at your house. So most of the books that I have are from when I was a little girl, actually. So I'm definitely going to need to get some new books when I have my own classroom one day. But the book that I'm going to read today is from a long time ago, so I bet many of you haven't heard it, but I hope that you guys do enjoy it today. So this weekend, many of us are celebrating a certain holiday. Does anyone have any guesses what that may be? So this Sunday is Easter. So I thought it would be fun to read a cute little Easter story that I found downstairs in my bookshelf. So the book that I am going to read today is Happy Easter Little Critter. All right, so it's by Mercer Mayer. All right, so that's the name of that. So just by looking at the cover of the book, I want to see if we can figure out if it's fiction or nonfiction. So take a second and think about what fiction or nonfiction means and what you think it may be. So looking at the cover, I can see based on the title it says little critter, so I'm assuming these are little critters that are going to be the focus of our story. And little critters don't typically collect eggs in an Easter basket, so I'm going to assume that this story is fiction, which means it's not a true story and that it's pretend and it's supposed to be made up and kind of funny. All right, so that is what this story is going to be about. All right, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So it says, Happy Easter, Little Critter. It's Easter morning. I bet the Easter bunny has already come. All right, so that's the little critter inside his bed. He looks really excited for Easter. I think he even has a picture of the Easter bunny hung up in his room. I quietly tiptoe downstairs and find all the Easter goodies before anyone else wakes up. But as usual, my little sister is up before me. I know my sibling always gets up before me on a holiday because they're so excited. I'm sure many of you are too. I got a toy egg that you can look into, a wind-up bunny, some candy chickens, a bunch of chocolate eggs, and millions of jelly beans. The Easter bunny gave my little sister the same things. Dad says that's so we don't argue. Mom says you can't eat any of it until after breakfast. All right, so that is Mom right there, and Dad is up there. All right. I typically get lots of chocolate on Easter, so I try and not eat it all at once. After breakfast, we get dressed to go to church. So you see they got their best clean outfits on. He doesn't really look too happy, but his sister looks very happy, and Mom and Dad are ready to go. Dad starts the car, and we all get in. So they got their nice Easter clothes on, and they're ready to go. My little sister likes to get all dressed up, but I don't. Well, we can tell just because he looks a little sad and upset, and his sister looks really happy, right? At church, I can't see anything because everyone is wearing funny hats. So look at all these funny hats that the people are wearing. After church, all the kids dye Easter eggs. Have any of you ever dyed Easter eggs? I think you have to hard boil the eggs first, and then you dip them in the dye. I used to do it all the time. Should do it again this Easter. I have lots of time. I think my eggs are the best. So this is this guy talking. He's our narrator. He is telling the story. While the eggs dry, we have a big picnic lunch. So these are all the people in his family and all of his friends celebrating their Easter. Then our parents hide the eggs in the field. We're not supposed to peek. Next, we all line up. What do you think they're going on? I think they're getting ready for an Easter egg hunt in their yard. It looks like they have a really big yard and lots of people that want to do it. And then they run into the field to find the eggs. So these are all of our little critters running into the field to find all of the eggs. I see lots of them hidden in there. Can you find a couple? Sometimes too many kids find the same egg. So see, there's these big pile of children and they're all trying to fight for the same egg. Sometimes you walk right by an egg and somebody else finds it. So it's like you have to be a detective. You have to find all the eggs that you can. Sometimes the little kids don't find any, so you have to help them. So if you see he's helping one of his family members, one of the little kids try and find it. This one seems pretty upset. I think she's struggling to find some. So it's important that we help others find the eggs, right? It's important to be helpful. But by the time we go home, everyone has had a happy Easter. So no matter what you do, they see how they're having a good time eating their chocolate. So they had a good Easter. So that was a really simple book, but I just wanted it to be a little fun book for you guys to read about Easter. So I'm going to end this video with a little turn and talk question. So you can either comment in the post on Class Dojo that this is under, or you can share your answer with a family member. So the first question you can choose from is, what are your plans for Easter? So I know plans may be a little different this year for obvious reasons. But if you do something similar to the critter or different from the critter, that's okay. This year I think I'm just staying inside with my family and we're going to cook a nice dinner for all of us and just try and get outside if we can. So the last question that I have for you guys today that you can choose from is, what traditions does your family typically have on Easter? So we always have Easter at my house. We have all of my grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. They all come over, and typically we all have dinner together or lunch, whatever time we plan for people to come over. But it's a big family tradition here. And we always have a big Easter egg hunt. So sadly, I am too old to participate in it anymore. I am now an official hider, so that is my job because I have a lot of little cousins that like to find the Easter eggs, so I try and help them and give them tips. We even hide some money in the eggs, just a couple dollars, just to make it fun and exciting, but we're really competitive, but it's important that we help each other. So that is the story today. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope if you are celebrating Easter that you have as fabulous of a time as you can. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.